Possession in nouns. Possession means ownership or belongs to. I am a noun and I own some things. So if I say this bag belongs to Rahul, I can also say this is Rahul's bag. So this simple punctuation mark which we call to be the apostrophe, it is a comma, expresses possession in case of nouns. Let us take up the various categories of nouns one by one. Common noun. Common noun is expressed in two ways, singular, plural. The boy is book, means this book belongs to the boy. This is the boy's hostel. So this hostel is of the boy. In case of common nouns that are plurals but do not end in an S, this is how I express them. Children, I say children's day, men's club, or women's. This is the way I express plural nouns that do not end in an S, possession. Number 2, proper nouns. For example, I say Raj, Raj's book. Then I say, if suppose I have a proper noun that ends in an S or ES, how do I give it possession? I simply put an apostrophe after S. I do not put an apostrophe here, it's wrong. I do not put an extra S here, this is also wrong. This is the correct way of making possession in case of proper nouns that end in an S. All these rules connected to possession are evident in written English, not in spoken English. When passes or Charleses to emphasize that I am making use of a possessive case. Otherwise, I do not write the S. Third one, what do I do when two nouns jointly own something? Let me call it joint possession. I see two people own a workshop. So I say John and Smith's workshop. John and Smith's workshop. When there is the apostrophe only after the second or the last noun, it means that these nouns jointly own something. In case the possession is not joint, for example, I say Shelley poems, but Shelley has written his own and Keats has written his own. So I do not say Shelley and Keats, I say Shelley's and Keats' poems, because it is not a case of joint possession. So if the possession is not joint, I give both the nouns the apostrophe. Next one is apposition. What is apposition? When in one sentence I make use of two nouns to the same person. For example, I say he is John, my lawyer. John, my lawyer. Now John and lawyer person. I can say this is John, my lawyer's opinion. I do not put an apostrophe here in this case. It's incorrect. So I say this is John, my lawyer's opinion. This is Rohan, my cousin's house, etc. In case of compound nouns, how do I give possessive? For example, I say daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law, commander-in-chief. First of all, how do I make this a plural? One is a daughter-in-law, more than one are daughters-in-law. They are not daughter-in-laws. So, daughters-in-law. Now, if it was singular, I would say, I went to my daughter-in-law's house. So, the last word gets the apostrophe. If my noun was a title of a person in office and ran into a series of words, at that time also the last word gets the apostrophe. So I say the Prime Minister of India. Now, look at the catch here. It is correct to say India's Prime Minister. But it is incorrect to say India's Prime Minister's speech. I cannot put two apostrophes in one sentence for the same person. So, this is incorrect, but this is correct. This is correct. So, when the last noun takes the apostrophe. Next one. In case of objects or non-living things, how do we give possession? In English language, non-living things normally are not given gender and they are not given ownership. So, if I have to say, I have a book and its cover is torn, so I do not say the book's cover is torn. It is wrong to say book's cover. Or table's leg. I have to say the cover of the book is torn. So, non-living objects do not take a possessive case. In case of certain expressions like for God's sake. Here, the word in the center takes an apostrophe. What happens if this word ends in an S or CE? Suppose I say Jesus. For Jesus' sake, or for conscience sake, or for justice sake. Then what do? I just simply put an apostrophe and I do not put another S. So, that is how we express possession in nouns. Thank you.